represent Kumgang Mountain in Korea. It's a beautiful mountain when you go to the fall time. During the fall, the leaves change beautifully. They make almost like a rainbow in the whole mountain of Kumgang in Korea. So you have to go Korea trip with your masters and coaches, guys. Alright, I'm going to make some time soon Korea trip, okay? Not just for my students, okay? I'm going to open to public Korea trip, but I will probably do something like special, like maybe one of the years for competitors. Maybe another years, maybe for the family. I mean, something different, right? Not every year the same kind. I'm going to do it differently. But if you wish to join every year, yes, why not? Join me every year. I'm going to plan out something different than any other Korea trip. Alright. Today's Kumgang. You see what I'm wearing? I'm wearing Golden Age uniform. Yes. Okay. Anyone who's going to competition in WT or USA or your own country, the official tournament, everyone who's age 51 plus gets to wear this uniform. Gold top, dark navy on the bottom. Alright, it looks like a black, but they say dark blue, dark navy blue. I don't know what they officially call, but this doesn't get called black. But it looks like black, it's okay. Why not? We can call it whatever we want. But, okay, we cannot make mistakes. We cannot do whatever we want on our stance, on our lower part of the body. During the Kumgang, we do have very limited technique. What are the technique? Very simple technique. Okay? How many are there? Very few. It's all about balance game. Here's the trick. And here is what you should look for, referees. Okay, referees? Let's begin. 차렷 준비. Open 1 foot apart, right? 준비, 나란히 서기 with parallel stance. First one is going forward motion. So, if they pivot and step forward, that's a minor, double pivoting. Okay, how they have to perform here? They gotta do at once. Okay, at once. We call that what? Timing. Timing and rhythm. Okay, on the second category of presentation score, timing and rhythm. You have to have good timing, but off timing, okay, off timing, slightly off timing, okay, but it's okay, but you cannot do. That's not off timing, that's double pivoting. You're done. And then you step forward. What is that? We can't do that. We're going to click a minor deduction for that particular techniques. It's a wrong technique, okay? From 준비, they cannot pivot and then put it into an action, okay? They got to do it at the same time. They got to do it at the same time. After that, many of the students, when they're going forward motion, they open up their toes and step forward to do another front, that's also a minor deduction. So when you're done on the first move, you need to go as is, okay? Especially no up and down. That's minor deduction. Okay, we're gonna go straight forward and stay in the same height, okay? And then one more, right? And then one more, okay? So we have those steps, okay? It's a palm strike, right? Palm strike. Now we're gonna go what? After the front stand, we're going to do the back stand. Sliding back. In order to sliding back, you got to bend your knee if you want to slide back. Nicely done. But also, a minor mistake is what? Pivot. Push, set. That's a minor mistake. Or double pivoting. They pivoted beforehand. You cannot pivot beforehand. You got to pivot at the same time. Timing. Same time. Same time. Same time. Same time. Timing. Okay? So you got to get that timing with the single knife and block. Okay? And then one more. Right? One more. Single knife and block. And then one last one right here. One last one. One last one right here. Okay? So you have a 3 backing, a back stance. Yes. After the back stand, here's another minor mistake. Pivot, pick up. It's minor mistake. Yes, of course. You cannot pivot. Correct? So, if you want to do it, you got to pick up the front foot. You got to pick up the front foot. You pick up the front foot, then you pivot. Yes, sir? Then that is no mistake on the pivoting side. But same thing. One more time. You pick up, pivot, but you didn't place your foot next to your knee. That's late. Okay? That's a presentation. That's late. Off timing. Okay, you wanna put it next to your foot when you're pivoting. At the same time, if this knee facing down, minor deduction. If they're standing the foundation leg instead of bending, right? Instead of bending, they're standing, minor deduction. That's too high. They're supposed to do the crane stand, right? What if that knee open up? Minor deduction. What if their foot is not together? Minor deduction. Yes, you have to have that. Yes. Okay, and then next move is what? Horse riding stand. Especially here when they place, they open toe, minor deduction. Okay, you gotta have the keep the toes closed, straight in line. A horse riding stand. Okay? And then right here when they're about to spin around for large hinge, they open toe, spin around, and then perform. That's minor deduction. They cannot open toe. So you have to push your body weight forward as pushing the back foot transition movement, transition of the movement, right? And then transition of the movement. You gotta have that transition of the movement. Okay, when they are spinning here, so let's say they kept it here. While they're spinning, they stood up. And then they sunk down again. Minor deduction, ups and down, correct? Lost balance. Okay? Horse riding stand to horse riding stand. In between, we have to keep our knee bend. Keep our knee bend. And then you gotta finish with knee bend. Knee does not open up. Okay? Make sure you keep your knee bend. While you're spinning, keep your knee bend. Okay, after knee bend, here's the jijiki. Stomping, right? Jijiki. You have to make the sound. Okay, no sound? Major deduction, yes, no sound. Major deduction, didn't stomp. Let's say they did stomp, but it's a little light. I'll give minor deduction because they tried, but they did it right. Minor deduction. They tried. I heard a little sound, but not Heavy sound. We gotta hear the heavy sound, right? Stomping. You gotta stomp the foot. Crush the foot. You gotta step hard if you want to do that. So that's also a horse riding stance on here. So what do you do here? You need to bring your foot in front of other side of the knee. Spin around and then stomp. Okay. Now here, same thing. Do not open and then horse riding stand. That's minor deduction. Okay, after the stomp, we're going to spin around. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy. You got to pivot at once. Slow spin. The other foot goes fast. Slow, fast. Okay, like on the clock, larger hand and a small hand. Okay, small hand goes slow, large hand goes fast around the clock, right? It's the same idea, guys. Okay, and then 나란히 서기 when you do the 헤쳐맞기. Then right here, same thing. You gotta have another stomping noise when you do this side, and then when you're turning around, you're gonna make a crane stand again, right? Okay. So every time when you're open up the toe, that's deduction. If I move this foot and then put the foot up, that's deduction, right? So I cannot do that, but I need to shift my body weight so I could look at to the direction that I'm supposed to, and then you pivot, right? Then you stay in. Don't stand. Don't bring it down, don't open up. Okay. Then you put a horse riding stand after, and you gotta spin another one to get to the center where we just started, right? Where we started, okay? Okay, let me show you the wrong one too. Okay. After here, after you spin around, you left it there, and then I seen some students doing that. From here, they do that on the last minute. That's minor deduction, okay? So we're in the middle again. So from here, we gotta do another one, right? Okay, you gotta do another one. From here, shift your body weight, pick up your foot, make sure they're all closed and straight. Then you do the large hinge once again. Then you spin around and do the next one. Right here, when they're doing jijjikie, they open up again. Because it's easier. From here, it's easier. Easier to jijjikie if they pre-pivot. If you pre-pivot, it's all the time, it's easier to turn or step forward or step back. So when you see those open up, you have to click that. Minor deduction. Alright, so there's no pivoting and stomping and switching with one time pivoting. Okay, from here, key up, they do open up and switch. Minor deduction, right? And then, okay, finish. Then you gotta go back one last time, right? From 나란히 서기, you gotta go back. One last time, last stomping. So there's 4 stomps on these. Kumgang kumse. Then you're gonna shift your body weight, right? You're gonna shift your body weight, and then you're gonna pivot. Then you're gonna balance. Okay, and then you're gonna strike. Then you strike. Okay. Then you spin around, shifting body weight, and then finish. Finish. So when they are finishing slow, medium, faster, fast, super fast, right? Super fast. So if you see a performer finishing higher presentation. Slow, low presentation. Same thing on the spinning on the foot, because we're on the lower part of the body. So when they're spinning, they're spinning slow, not high presentation. When they finish, they have to spin fast to get higher score on the presentation. That's Kumgang. Balance, spinning, and don't forget that 4, stomping. That's it. What to worry about? Hey, if you're in my video and keep practicing what I pointed out, you will do better. I wish everyone get your score a point higher after you watch my video. Thank you for joining. Yenkedu Soke New